because we're going to Fiosi. In Togolese, that's what it's called. Which means we're going to pre-cook the chicken before we fry it. Because in my culture, that's what we do. We add garlic powder. You can add salt or black pepper. Just so it gets rid of the smell of the chicken, you know? Because you don't want to cook the chicken. You don't want to
like make it smelly or over.
Well, yeah, because you don't want to. You don't want to feel like you're eating raw chicken.
Yeah, yeah. So it's supposed to help cook it,
yeah,
so that when you do fry it, it's actually cooked all the way through. It's not just.
And it doesn't stink.
Yeah, some part of it.
Sometimes white people cook chicken. You just throw in the oil without, like, pre-cooking it.
Yeah, yeah.
I've had it before, and I'm like, I'm not eating that anymore, you know?
Yeah.
So if
this is a lot healthier, too, if you're trying to, like, take away the fat and stuff. So
we're going to pre-cook it and let it cook. We'll give it, like, what, maybe 30 minutes.
Okay.
And then we'll get back to it and see how well it's done. Okay, so we're gonna cook the rice in the meantime. First, we're gonna add some onions. Okay, I forgot to turn off the fire. Turn on the fire. Put it on 5. We're gonna add some oil. Not a lot, just lettuce. Just put enough where the oil can simmer. And then you can use any oil because it doesn't really matter. Okay, now we're just gonna wait for the oil to start, boiling or frying, I guess in that term.
So what is this supposed to do to the rice? Just make it tasty?
Well, no, because believe it or not, but after you put the onion in there, you let the oil simmer up with the onion. Mm-hmm. It gives it an extra
taste, like
perfume-ish to the rice.
Yeah. It
gives the rice like an extra flavor. So, I mean, the onion itself is really nasty. Yeah. Like, you give it a minute, let it sit in, and let it like turn a little brownish. Mm-hmm. Let it simmer in the oil, and just like it gives it its own flavor. Okay. I know it's not unbelievable, but believe me. Okay. All right, so the onion is apparently,
brown stuff.
Brownish, caramelized a little bit. So we're gonna add a little salt to it.
Just a pinch of salt.
Then we're gonna add the rice. The rice was washed, by the way. Make sure your rice is washed before you add it. Unless you're a rice cooker, then you're doomed. But we're gonna get some water for the rice. Okay. We're gonna add some water.
Oh, wow.
So, make sure you stir it. You smell it?
Yeah, I can smell it.
Alright, so we're going to get a lid and put on there.
And chicken is doing good.
Lid and put on there. And then, when the rice is cooking, the chicken is getting ready. Okay, the rice is almost done. We let it boil about 15 minutes, 10 minutes. Now, it's soft, but it's not soft yet. So we're going to put the lid back on there and lower the fire to 4 or 3. Let the steam cook the rest. Now, about the chicken. Well, the chicken is almost cooked. I'm not going to let it cook all the way. Just because we're frying it today. So I'm not going to let it cook all the way. But it's almost cooked to the point where you can fry it. See how good that looks?
Yeah.
Now we're going to fry it. And then we're going to let it boil for 10 more minutes. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'll take the chicken out of here.
That smells good.
Oh, excuse me. I'll burn you. With the sauce. Because I'm going to use the sauce later, by the way. Take the chicken out of here. The sauce.
We'll put it in a separate bowl.
Place it right there. And give me a couple of seconds. I'll wash this out.
Go.
Sure. Okay. Now we're going to add some onions. We're going to add some oil for the frying of the chicken.
Chicken? So what is that?
Okay, first I'm gonna let the oil simmer up before I add the chicken to it. Let it heat up. Okay, the rice is obviously ready. We're gonna turn off the fire. Now it's all about the chicken and the soup. Okay, so the oil simmered up a little, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the chickens in there. I'm gonna let it boil. Alright.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take out the chicken. Obviously, it's fried. Okay. It's still frying where I took it out. I'm using the same pot, but I'm rewashing it every time. Right now I'm gonna add some onions, of course, and some ginger. Onion and ginger. Okay? Alright, now that's added. Let's put this out of the way. It's the oil, used oil. Put this on a napkin for now. Now I'm gonna add the sauce from the meat after pre-boiling it. I'm gonna add that. Get some more water. Okay, now that I add that, I'm gonna wait for this to boil. To let it take in I'm using the sauce, that's what we do in West Africa. You can use the sauce from meat to cook the soup with. So I'm gonna let it boil so it can soak up the ginger and the onion flavor. And then I'm gonna add the rest of the stuff. It's really simple ingredient for you to make if you're late for dinner. Check it out. Simmered. I'm gonna add tomato paste. And stir it in there. If anybody uses tomato paste, it's very stubborn before it spreads. It's like always wants to stick together. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm gonna add some water to it. That's good, enough water. I added everything else. At this point, I'm just gonna let it boil. But before I let it boil, I'm gonna add akam. Akam is from West Africa, so I don't really know what to call it in English. It doesn't have a name in English. It looks like rocks. But what it does is, you actually, if you want it softer, because it's really raw, it's actually a rock. Mm-hmm. So you put it under the water, rinse it through the water a little bit, and it gets, well, you rinse it under the water, and then you can put it on any counter and use a spoon, like just a regular spoon, and then force it down any way, you know. Yeah.
It's like giving
it will divide for you to use it. Now, what it does, however, so this is what it will look like after you're done with it. Okay. You know, because tomato paste is kind of sourish or Sometimes it's sweet if you use too much. What a cum does is even out the taste.
Okay.
So when you add anything else to it, it will all blend together. Because if I didn't add any cum to this soup and then I finish, cooking it, it's gonna be sour. You don't want to eat it when it's sour. Now since I add the cum, I'm gonna let it boil and let it get ready.
Okay.
Okay, so it's boiled. Now the tomato spread out. Okay, now I'm gonna add a little bit of oil. Okay, it's gonna boil more. Okay, the fire is on 6 for when it's boiling. 5 or 4 when the chicken was frying, so chicken didn't burn. Okay, now I'm gonna add cubu. And the Hispanics use it. I think Asians use it and Africans use it too.
It's like it's chicken flavor
for your soup. So you're not just eating tomato paste.
Yeah, so it's this. I mean, most people know what this is, so that's why it is. So there's no measurement cup. You just put however many you want to.
Well, since a lot of soup, I'm probably gonna put a lot.
Yeah.
Cause I don't want us to not have any flavor while we eat. Be a lot of soup, so I'm gonna put a lot. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. Okay. I'm just gonna let it boil for a little bit so seasoning can, get in there, and then I'm gonna add everything else and give it like a couple of more minutes, and then it'll be ready. Boil it a little bit, and go ahead and add the chicken that we fried earlier. I'm doing that so it doesn't splash in my face. So we add the chicken. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of okra because my dad made this when he came to visit, and I think I've mastered it, so I went ahead and put on a little bit of okra. Okay, now I'm just gonna let it boil for like 4 minutes and be ready to be served. And we're finished. Thank you for watching. We'll tell you how it tastes.
Yep, subscribe to our video, our channel, and comment on Savannah and Maggie vlog. So
Savannah Maggie's vlog.
So
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.
yep. So this is the soup with the rice. So it's a very good thing to eat when you are when you have like a cold or something. Also on a lazy day. So yep. So yep. It's the finished eat of jalapeno, and that's ooh.